Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video guys, ang pag-uusapan natin is how to study effectively for board exam. Now, it's a real challenge today kasi yung board exam natin is actually postponed next year. So hopefully sana guys, next year makapag-board exam na tayo. Naghanda ako guys ng 8 tips. So these are the 8 tips on how to study effectively for your board exam. So yung first step on how to study effectively guys is of course know where to start. So alam naman natin guys na lahat nahihirapan on reviewing kasi hindi nila alam kung saan ba sila mag-i-start. So this is a common struggle for those students na nagre-review for their board exam. Hindi nila alam kung saan silang subject mag-i-start. So i-identify natin guys kung ano ba yung mga subjects na dapat nating pag-aralan or ano ba yung mga components of our board exam. For example, in mechanical engineering, you have 3 components. Of course, that is mathematics and engineering sciences, law, and you have your power and industrial plant engineering, and you have your machine design and shop practice. So you need to identify kung ano ba yung components ng board exam nyo or yung mga subject na kailangan nyong i-take for the board exam. Now, if you have those components, alam natin kung ano ba yung mga pag-aaral natin in the whole review. Now, ang challenge here is, ano ba yung mga topic na dapat nating pag-aralan? So, if you know someone na nag-board exam na dati, mga higher years ninyo, you can actually find or ask for syllabus from them. So, hingi tayo guys ng mga syllabus, yung mga topics na pag-aaralan natin in our review for the board exam. So, if you cannot find a copy, meron tayong mga downloadable guys sa internet. So, maraming nag-upload ng mga topics for review during the board exam. Actually guys, sa PRC website, sometimes you can get your table of specification, yung syllabus ng mga topics natin. Now guys, suppose that you have already have your syllabus with you. So, yung second step na gagawin natin guys is proper scheduling. So, mag-schedule tayo guys because in the board exam, it's time pressure. So, ang kalaban natin dito guys is oras. So, kailangan natin mapag-aralan lahat para tayo ay maging prepared. Now, paano ba gawin yung scheduling? If you have 3 subject components for the board exam, you will actually allocate 1 month for each subject. Then, ang minimum time for you to actually review for the board exam is 4 months. Kung tatlo yung subject mo guys. So, sa mechanical engineering, you have 4 months of review. And sa other courses, I think sa civil engineering, you have 6 months. So, depende yan guys kung ilang subject or component subject yung i-take natin for the board exam. Now, for example, tatlong subject. So, maglaan ka ng 1 month for each subject. For example, mathematics and engineering sciences, 1 month. Power plant, 1 month. Then, machine design, 1 month. Then, yung last month natin, which is the 4th month, will be your refresher. Ano ba yung refresher, guys? Ibig sabihin, yung pinag-aralan natin for 3 months will be also reviewing that for the whole 1 month. So, review of the re-review nyo for 3 months. So, fast-paced na yung refresher, guys. It's actually a review of what you have studied for 3 months. Yung day-by-day review, yung tanong dito. So, ang mangyayari, guys, kung na-identify na natin yung mga topic na kailangang i-review, so, i-divide natin yung time na dapat ma-review natin siya lahat for the whole month. For example, day 1, ang pag-aaralan natin is, say, systems of numbers and conversion. Day 2, algebra. Then day 3, you have your trigonometry. Then day 4, you have your geometry. Hanggang sa maubos natin lahat. So, you may be wondering why napakabilis ng review. So, ganun talaga guys. Masyadong mabilis talaga yung review. You will actually study yung mga pinag-aralan natin for the whole college in just a span of few months. So, i-assume natin guys na yung board exam natin is next year. So, lahat ng effort na gagawin natin today, hindi yan masayang as long as we commit ourselves to actually pass the board exam. Now, yung tanong dito guys is, yung preparation ba for board exam starts with your review for the board exam. So ito guys, common misconception to all, na yung ating preparation for the board exam, hindi siya mag-i-start doon sa time na nag-review ka sa review center or nag-review ka for the board exam. Hindi yun guys. So, yung preparation natin for the board exam actually nag-start na siya during your college. So, for me guys, ito ang aking personal perception. Yung preparation natin for the board exam is composed, 25% of your preparation will come from your review for your board exam. Yung 75% na remaining guys will actually come from yung mga pinag-aralan natin during our college. So, importante guys, yung foundations natin during college para hindi tayo mahirapan mag-review for the board exam. So, if you're watching this and you're still in college, so guys, focus on your study para at least during the board exam, hindi na kayo mahirapan. So, yun guys, yung best preparation natin. So, yung review for the board exam, hindi yan nag-i-start doon sa review center or yung review mo for the board exam. Nag-i-start yan guys during college. Yun ang puhunan natin. So if maganda yung foundation natin sa college, hindi tayo mahihirapan during the board exam. It's very effective. So, example, alam mo na yung mga topics na yon, so mas madali mo siyang ma-catch up during your review for the board exam. So ako guys, may mga topic din akong hindi nadaanan noon. Those are the topics na talagang re-review ko para at least maintindihan ko siya. So, it's a real challenge kung hindi mo siya nadaanan during your college. So, ang pinaka-importante dito is yung foundation natin during college. Now, suppose na meron tayong scheduling guys, day 1, say may mga topics na, day by day topic. So, dapat may calendar ka guys. I-cross out mo yung mga days that are passing by hanggang doon sa board exam schedule. Now, yung ating next, third. So, dapat meron kang, of course, you should have an effective review materials. So, ito guys, common misconception pa rin sa mga nakararami. So, most of the people will actually say na mas effective ang review mo pag marami kang review materials, which is actually false for me, personally. Mas konti lang ang review materials mo, mas stuck siya. Ibig sabihin, konti yung pinag-aaralan mo pero nandun na lahat. Mas magiging effective yung review mo. Unless na yung review materials mo is konti na nga ay hindi pa nandoon yung mga contents na kailangan mong i-review. Now, yung disadvantage kasi guys ng napakaraming reviewers is that you cannot actually absorb all of that. Ibig sabihin, malulunod ka lang sa data. You will not be focused on what you are reviewing. So, me personally guys, when I was reviewing for the board exam, I'm sticking to just one reviewer. So, that is the fundamentals of engineering review manual. Then, yung other reviewers na sinusupply ng review center or yung mga kaibigan ko, which are actually nag-board exam na dati, is ginagamit ko rin siya as a supplemental review material. So, suppose guys, may mga review materials ka na. Some of those review materials guys are free to download on the internet. May mga nag-upload. Ako rin guys, I'm uploading sa ating Facebook page. So, i-follow nyo yun guys. Then, you can also purchase. If you have the budget, you can purchase it on other review centers. So, pwede kang mag-purchase ng reviewer. So, ang reviewer guys is hindi siya yung typical textbook na may mga explanation. More on problems lang siya. That's why, in the review center, ang ginagawa lang talaga is more on practice. Practice on solving problems and familiarization of terminology. So, ganun guys ang nangyayari. So, let's go guys to my fourth tip or yung ating fourth step. So, fourth step natin guys, may review materials ka na. You need to have a place. You need to have a supportive environment. So, kung wala ka guys ng supportive environment, is hindi ka makaka-focus. So, let's say, nasa bahay ka. So, much better if you have your own room with you. So, kung maingay sa bahay, let's say, napakaingay ng ating environment. So, makiusap tayo sa kanila na kung pwede, say, bigyan ka ng privacy. So, it's very important for you to have your supportive environment. Kasama na guys sa supportive environment is of course your communication with your friends. It's very important guys that you should communicate. Gawa kayo ng group chat or gawa kayo ng private group sa Facebook para at least doon kayo nag-share ng ideas. It's very important. Kasi yung board exam guys is actually teamwork. So for example, syempre you have your classmates with you. You can help each other. It's a team effort. Hindi team effort guys na makakopyahan sa board exam ha. It's different. Yung team effort on supplying knowledge and yung ating mga ideas para mas maging madali para sa atin. Yung aking fifth step guys is of course you should practice execution na. Execute na natin lahat. Review materials, meron na. So, meron ka ng environment. You have the place to review. execute na natin by studying. So, ang pag-aral natin guys is i-allot natin, let's say, i-maximize natin yung time for one day for review. So, it's a real challenge guys if you are working. So, for example ako guys, I'm teaching mechanical engineering. So, hindi pa rin ako guys nag-i-stop sa pag-aaral. So, during break time, I still study my other topics na kailangan ko pa rin i-discuss because you need mastery. So, during night, nag-aaral pa rin ako in order for me to prepare for my other classes. So, ganun guys yung nangyayari. So, it's a real challenge for those who are working or who have a job na gusto pa rin i-pursue yung kanilang pagkuha ng kanilang license for engineering. So, kung ikaw guys ay nag-work or nagtatrabaho, is you need to allot time during the night. So kasi pag break time, based on my experience, hindi ka rin talaga makapag-aral during break time. Kasi marami ang distractions. Okay? Now, mag-aral ka during the night. So it's an advantage guys kung ikaw ay hindi nag-work and you are graduate, newly grad, so hindi yung challenge for you yung time of study unless you have other things to do. Now, i-maximize natin guys yung time for one day na makapag-review tayo. Let's say, for example, mag-start ka ng 9 to 12 noon. That is your review. Then, say, 12 to 1, mag-rest ka. Then, 1 to, let's say, 10 p.m., that is your study ka again. So, maximize your time of review during the day. So, solve ka guys ng problems. Mas maraming problems na ma-solve, mas maganda yung kalalabasan ng review natin. So, solve lang ng solve ng mga problems, guys. So, yun guys, yung sikreto para maging efficient yung ating review. So, solve lang ng solve ng maraming problems. So, gamitin yung mga reviewers in order to solve. So, yung reviewers kasi natin, guys, meron na siyang mga problems. So, may solution. So, wag mo munang titingnan yung solution. Proceed ka lang muna sa pag-answer ng problem. So, once na nag-answer ka, guys, ng mga problems, pag hindi mo na siya talaga ma-solve, okay? So, try to skip muna. Mag-build ka muna ng momentum or self-confidence by solving more problems. Basically, guys, I'm telling you, mag-start ka muna doon sa mga less difficult or yung mga easy na problem. So, build your momentum, build your self-confidence while you are solving problems. So, build mo muna yung momentum, guys. Then, proceed ka na sa mga mahirap na problem. Now, yung mga mahirap na problem, guys, is kung hindi natin ma-solve, let's say, so tingin na tayo sa solution niya, solution manual. Now, kung hindi mo pa rin maintindihan, you should go to the textbooks. So, mayroon tayong mga textbooks na pwedeng gamitin. So, yung mga ginagamit natin during our college. Okay? Now, suppose na execution, you have your problem solving, then during the night, doon tayo magbabasa ng mga terminologies. Ibig sabihin may mga terms. Hindi lahat ng problem during the board exam is problem solving, guys. Ibig sabihin, kailangan natin mag-memorize ng mga terminologies. Kasi para at least prepared tayo. For me, guys, mas mahirap yung terms kaysa problem solving. Because yung problems, of course, ma-solve. Yung terminologies, kung hindi mo alam, it's very difficult to answer. So, hindi ito parang English grammar na may mga keywords. Sa engineering kasi, guys, more on technical terminologies. That's why wala kang makitang keywords dito. As long as talagang alam mo yung term na sinasabi doon sa problem. So bago ka matulog, guys, allot time in actually familiarizing yung ating mga terminologies na kailangan pag-aralan. So, meron ding nabibiling mga libro for terminologies. So, separate yun. So, problem-solving reviewers, yung terminologies or elements reviewers are separate, guys. So, you need to actually familiarize din yung mga terminologies natin. Now, yung sixth, guys, sixth tip ko is, of course, nasabi ko na nga siya kanina, yung sixth tip is, actually, yung sixth step natin is communicate with your friends. So, it's very important, guys. So, ngayong pandemic, it's a real challenge kasi walang face-to-face. So, i-utilize natin, guys, ng mabuti yung ating social media accounts para at least tayo ay makakonect sa ating mga friends. Kung nahihirapan mag-solve, you ask your friends. So, wala namang problema sa pagtatanong, guys. The more you ask, the more you learn. So, yun ang prinsipyo natin. So, tulungan tayo dito. So, sa Facebook page ko, nag-upload din ako ng mga review materials in tutorials. So, stay tuned lang kayo, guys, sa mga future uploads natin. So, makakatulong yun sa inyo, especially sa mga mag-board exam, then yung mga current engineering students. So additional lang guys, sa ating review materials, you should have your formula notebook. So itong formula notebook natin guys this is like a diary of your review. Ibig sabihin, ilalagay mo dito guys lahat ng important notes, important formulas. Hindi mo dito ilalagay guys kung ano yung as is na nakalagay doon sa reviewers. No, you will not copy everything. You just put here yung important notes para at least pag nakalimutan natin yung formula, mas madali mo siyang babalikan. Okay? So this very important guys. Then of course, dito na yung nakalagay yung personal strategy on solving problems. So dito mo i-document kung paano ka mag-solve dapat. So pag ganito yung given, dapat ganito yung gagawin ko. So ilalagay mo lahat siya dito. So for example, pag ganito yung given ko, dito ako pupunta sa itong formula. So ilalagay mo siya lahat dito. So this is your formula notebook. This is very important. So you can also put here calculator techniques, yung process of solving, para at least kung makalimutan natin siya guys, naka-document siya dito. This is very important. Okay? Then after those things or steps na nagawa natin guys, itong next tip ko is very important. This is my 7th tip. Ang 7th tip ko guys is stay fit. Ibig sabihin, you need to stay healthy kasi yung mga pinag-aralan natin guys for the board exam is masasayang siya if magkasakit tayo dun mismo sa board exam. Kasi based on my experience guys, I got sick during the board exam. So, I was thankful kasi since intense naman yung review ko, at least napasa ko pa rin siya. But, I'm very disappointed kasi I'm aiming for top. I didn't get it kasi I got sick during the board exam. So, it's very disappointing for me kasi I'm aiming for a top notcher. So, anyway, ganun talaga. So, yun ang pagsisi ko guys that you should always take care of yourself. So, you need to have enough rest. So, yung pag-study natin guys, you need to incorporate rest. So, ang aking strategy noon is after I study 1 hour interval or less than, let's say 30 minutes, mag-rest time ako ng 5 minutes. That's coffee break or gawa ka ng other course para at least ma-refresh lang yung utak. So guys, kasi parang machine yung utak. So as times goes by, of course, yung economical life niya is babawas yun. So ibig sabihin, hindi maging efficient yung ating brain. So you need to have enough rest. You need to stay fit by eating the right foods, balanced diet. So you need to eat fruits and vegetables and of course, avoid or minimize yung ating meat intake. Kung meat lang naman, of course, you have your fish. And avoid natin guys, personal experience, avoid natin yung mga junk foods and yung mga soft drinks during the board exam. So, because nagkasakit ako ng board and because na then, of course, my faith na kailangan ko talagang pumasa, is naipasa ko pa rin siya despite all of those. So, but then, I was disappointed. It was an eye-opener to me and it was actually a big lesson. No matter how hard you study, if you're not fit enough, it's a real problem during the board exam. So you need to stay fit, guys. Now, last tip. So ito guys, pinahuli ko na siya kasi ito kasi ang talagang magbo-boost ng moral mo and yung ating chances of passing the board based on my experience. So itong 8th tip guys, last tip, stay motivated. So, dapat meron tayong motivation. So, for example, ako, ang motivation ko is my parents before. So, hirap kami sa buhay, we are poor. So, yun guys, yung reason kung bakit nga ako naging engineering or nag-engineering because I don't want to be poor anymore. Okay? So, it's very, it's very sad na maranasan natin yun because, so, most of the people, they say na siguro nag-engineering sila or gusto nila mag-engineer because they like machines or they like robots. It's different from me guys because I want to be an engineer to stop being poor. And, unti-unti ko din siyang na-overcome. Ayun, na-engineer na din ako. So, it's very important for you to have your motivations para at least is malampasan mo yung every struggle that you take. Okay? Motivation mo, yung mga nagpaaral sa'yo, then yung mga sacrifices mo. So, yung preparation natin guys is hindi yan masasayang. pwede siguro na malesen yung ating motivation now because since the pandemic and due to the cancellation of the board exam, mababawasan yung ating motivation. But still, it's actually mataas pa rin or it's actually baga sigurado na magbo-board exam tayo next year or yung mga months to come. So, ibig sabihin, every effort na exert natin ngayon is hindi yan guys masasayang. It's really worth it. It's a month of sacrifice with a lifelong benefits. Ibig sabihin, pag engineer ka na, you will be an engineer forever, guys. So, it's just a little sacrifice for that lifetime benefit. So, ngayon pa lang, guys, I congratulate you kasi natapos yung engineering or na-survive nyo lahat. And ito, guys, yung ating highlight ng career mo as an engineering student is for you to pass the board exam. So, stay positive, guys, na papasa. So, palagi kong sinasabi guys sa aking mga vlogs that you should always believe in yourself and of course what the Lord can do para pumasa ka ng board exam. It's all about your faith to pass the board. It's all about your faith to actually overcome every struggle. So believe on what you can do as a person. So, kumbaga, ang gagawin natin is do your best, God will do the rest. So, ganun guys yung mangyayari. Walang effort na masasayang. So, stay motivated. So, kasi once you pass the board exam, it's really worth it. It's a really fulfilling na feeling na maibigay mo. Let's say, sa mama mo or sa father mo or kung sino yung guardian mo na nag-support sa'yo, ibigay mo sa kanila yung iyong lisensya. That is actually a big achievement for you as a person. It's, kumbaga, it's like a heaven feeling. So, hindi yun matutumbasan ng kahit anong material na bagay yung iyong achievement because you earned that. So, ngayon pa lang guys, I congratulate you because nakikita ko na papasa kayo ng board exam. So, don't worry guys, yung mga aking lectures is i-share ko lahat sa inyo. Lahat ng sikreto na, lahat ng strategy kung paano pumasa ng board is i-share ko na yan sa inyo guys. So, sharing is caring, di ba? Lahat ng video na i-release ko guys is lahat ito makakatulong sa inyo. So, thank you for subscribing guys on this channels. I hope na nakatulong itong vlog na to para sa effective review ninyo. So, this will entirely depend on yourself. So, wag niyong isipin if kung anong review center ka pumasok or kung anong school ka man ang galing, it doesn't matter guys. Kasi yung mga review center pare-parehas lang naman ang tinuturo nila. And kahit yung mga schools pare-parehas din naman. It doesn't matter if kung saan ka nang galing. What matters here is your faith or your hard work, your perseverance na pumasa ng board exam. If you have those, you will surely pass the board exam. Thank you guys for watching this vlog, and if you're not yet a subscriber of this channel guys, please do click yung subscribe button natin is yung notification bell for more updates guys. Thank you guys. Stay safe. God bless to all of you. I hope you all pass your board exam. Thank you. God bless.